Today I want to put together this complete bike. This is a frame I finished sometime last year. It's a kind of a decoupage paper design. Like that. It's kind of nice. And well, first I got to put together, to do this I have to make the bike stand, which is this. So that's the first step. What do I need? This is, I think, a 17. Yeah. Okay, and then, okay, I need to find the seat post. Okay. And I already put the seat post on the seat. I should have measured it first. Why do I think this is not going to work? Because it won't work. Okay, I think that's what I was worried of. Let me check. Hold on one second. Okay. It's hard to do on camera. Got my calipers out. Hmm. 28.1.2. Yeah, this is kind of an uncommon variant size. Actually pretty big. So I'll dig around and see if I have a seat post that meets that. Just out of curiosity, what is this one? This has got to be 27? 20? Yeah, 27. They're usually 22 or 27. Oh, sorry, I misspoke before. Usually the common variants are 25 and 27, not 22 and 27. I have a lot of 25s and a couple 27s. I'm looking for a 28. I do have a shin. I could use that. But maybe I won't need to. It looks like this is 28.6. Sorry about that noise. Okay, the moment of truth. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I need. What did I do with my seat? Ah, there it is. Okay. So I just need to put that back on. You tighten these two nuts on the side. And there's little teeth that kind of help you click into a seat position angle. I'll just kind of go horizontal as much as possible. I can adjust it later. That looks fine. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the seat in. And since this is kind of a, a delicate bike, the paint job, I don't want to tear into it too much. So I'll see if this helps. I cut out these little felt washers for any parts that would have tightening bolts against the frame. So here in the dropouts in the front wheel and even the bottom bracket, I made some. So we'll see if they do anything. I imagine this thing will get a little bit distressed anyway. But okay, I'll drop that in. Then the driver's side has the tightening doohickey. This thing. Okay, here's my seat. And that's in. Okay, so now we get a little grease rag, some old shirt, keep everything kind of clean. Okay, that is, I guess, the first step. I'll tidy that up a bit. Yeah. Now I think I'm going to put on the wheels. I thought about doing the bottom bracket first, but I don't know about the chain line yet. So I'm going to put on the back wheel, the rear wheel at least, with the cog, and then I can measure the bottom bracket later. As far as tire, I have one wheel that has a tire and tube on it already, so that's good. And then I need to go put on the other one. A new tube and a new tire. Actually, a reused tire, but I'll go do that right now. Here's the rear wheel. I had to dig through some of my stuff to find, I needed to find some spacers on either side to center the wheel. There's quite a lot of free space here, so I needed to gap that. And I think I found a configuration that worked. Found some spacers. That's the drive side. And then it's a little bit more required on the non-drive side because I had previously removed the drum brake, so there's quite a lot of extra space there. Okay, so that seems, it seems reasonably centered. Good enough. Okay, so again, I made these little felt washers. I know this is gonna get marred anyway, but whatever. Like that seems, yeah, good enough. Again, we'll see with the, here, the chain line. I can't tell yet without putting on the bottom bracket and the chain ring up there how straight this is going to be. All right, next thing I'm going to, let's see, put on, what do I want to do next? I'm going to do the headset, the head tube. That way I can put on the fork. So that can get a little, I don't know, weaselly. So we'll work on that right now. Okay, I made this little device a long time ago. You'll see it's just a long bolt with some washers on it. It's for doing this job as well as helping me remove stuck seized bottom brackets. Again, I'm gonna slide a piece of felt on there, go up like this, and then I'll put this little cap, I don't know, dish, cup, yeah, cup. Actually, I need some more slack. Okay. The idea is, as I tighten the nut, excuse me, the washers will hopefully squeeze the cup into the head tube. It could be a little tricky. Things want to slide around, and I'm very lucky if I get it my first try. Yeah, I can see it kind of wanting to go cockeyed. So there's a proper tool for this. Yeah, that's crooked. Let me back it out. Try it again. All right. That was a fail. We'll get it. I'm just gonna tap this back out. Nice catch. I'll try it again. Hopefully I'll get it on this attempt. This tool works flawlessly on the bottom bracket problem. But installing head tube cups, I wonder if I can design, I'm sure somebody already has an at-home, something that's just a little bit more reliable. Something you get on your first try. It's all about making sure both ends are like centered and remain centered. This could be it. It's a little askew, but I think it will seat itself. Yeah. Perfecto. Right, so that cup is in. Okay. I probably won't show you the next part. I'll just do the bottom. Show you when I'm finished. Next I'm going to grease up the head tube caps. drop some bearings in there. So I'm going to go kind of light on this build with anything grease or oily. In fact, I'm probably not going to oil the chain or do anything to the hub of the wheel, the ball bearings, just because this is kind of like just a demo build, and I want to take it apart pretty soon and use the parts to build other bikes. And save me a little hassle of cleaning grease. So do just good enough job. You know it's good when you can do that and it doesn't drop out. I normally would have used more grease, but I know I'm going to take this apart soon. Okay, so ball bearings are dropped in. Put the fork on, hopefully. I believe this is mixed. The threads seem decent. Okay, so yeah, okay. Again, there we go. I think that looks good, or feels good. Next I'm going to drop this thing down, this stem. I think that's what it's called. This thing, again, another part that I would normally grease up a lot. I forget what this is called. It's a wedge. Basically it jams itself against the inside tube of the fork. Keeps everything secure, but I think it's good to grease it. Anyway, you drop this together. Doesn't want to go. Go again. Actually, check this out. The flashlight. Feels like there's something. Maybe there's a limit. Maybe. It's interesting. There's something in, huh, okay. The inside of this fork must have some rifling or something. It's like self-centering. I don't know if I knew that. Do all forks do that? So I got this stem installed now. Handles. I've got choices. Options. We've got like the classic cruiser back sweep. We've got this flat riser type. Obviously, this is a mamachari, so they pretty much all come with this, which looks pretty cool. But this could be fun too. What do you think? Right hand, left hand. Okay. I'll try this one. Just switch it up a little bit. Slide that in. There's a tightening bolt right here. Okay. I'm going to put the handles on now, just so I can judge where the front brake should be. I'm only riding with the front brake. And don't worry, I have the kind of the brake levers that don't need to like slide on. They can just clamp on. Whoopsie. Did I do that? There we go. Okay, handles installed. I guess I could put the front wheel on, can't I? I'll do that right now, and then hopefully that will, well, that's gonna definitely make it do this. I'll have to adjust the weight a little bit in the back. Front wheel, front brake, brake lever, line, and then we'll work on the bottom bracket of it, and that's the bottom bracket and chain. That's pretty much it. Okay, front wheel. Again, I could put like little felt washers on them. Hopefully they'll do something. Better than nothing. But this polished steel, I expect to get marred. That's just the risk you take when you play the game. Really tighten them. Yeah, I know it's a rusty wheel. Spokes could use some love, but it is just a tester bike. A little bit more. Next I'm going to put the brake on. Set it there. Might adjust it later. But seems good. Okay. Same deal. I have these little felt washers that I'll put on the front and back here. Just a little protection. There's already one. Slide that over. Okay. I'll work on these brakes. And get back to you. Front brakes on, brake lines attached. It's going to work good enough. Again, I'm not going to dial this into perfection. Start with, doesn't matter, I'll just start with the non-drive side. Typical threading, righty-tighty, on this side only. Again, this is something I would probably typically put grease on. I'm probably stupid for not doing it now, but I know this is going to be taken apart in just a few days. So finger tighten, and then I got the special tool. Okay, and then there's like a little sleeve that goes in there. You know what? I already forgot. I made felt washers for these too. Might as well use them. Let me undo that. Okay, now the non-drive side is done. I believe I already, yeah, the sleeve is already in there. So, I'm installing these. These are like cups, and they have ball bearings. So the ball bearings are external to the frame, and I'm sliding felt over that. Now the drive side is lefty tighty, and I also have to be careful not to cross thread it. So turn it right a little bit, turn the opposite. Usually helps. I turn it the opposite way first to kind of get the threads going in the right direction. I say that, but yep, just cross-threaded it. Let's try that again. I think I got it there. Lefty-tighty. It's awkward to hold these do this with. Try not to bump into the cameras or the tripods. I can't tell about the state of the felt washer there. It looks like it might have been consumed. That's fine. Okay, and so again, something else I would probably lube up, but for today's purposes, that happens sometimes. This is an old, that's just the cover to the ball bearings popped off. Okay, so that's the right crank on. But for now, I'm putting on this other crank arm and installing that. Okay, I need a little tool. Oh, there it goes. Where'd that? A little hex wrench. And you tighten them down from the side. I can put on the pedals too. Again, something I normally would have lubed up, but what are you gonna do? Now pedals, the funny side is the non-drive side. It's lefty tighty for the pedals. So bottom bracket, driver side is funny. Pedals, non-drive side is funny. I've got to think of a better mnemonic for that. It's not very catchy. Okay. I'm gonna install the chain now. This has a master link or quick link, whatever you want to call it. So first I gotta lay the chain over the sprocket, then over the chain ring like this. Just gonna get the pedal out of the way. I'll mark it. Okay, so that is, let's see, that's an outer plate. The quick link's an outer plate. The one at, well, if I clip that one, okay, so that's my reference one. But actually, not mark that. I want to go 2 out. Like that. I want to extract that pin. So I'll get my bye-bye quick link. My extractor tool. Bye-bye quick link. Groovy. Okay, chain is broken to what I hope is the correct size. Okay. So there should be some, obviously some slack, but we got rear dropouts so we can tighten that later. Okay. Bye-bye quick link. And then there's like a little clip thing. I might need a tool. So that chain is on. We need to tension the chain. So I'll do that now. Still too much slack, but that's okay. I'm just trying to inch it backwards. Gonna have to go side to side sometimes. That's rideable, but you could do better. You don't want it too tight. You want a little bit of play. like a 1/2 inch or so. That might still be a little bit too much, but I'll call it good. Might adjust it later. The wheel looks pretty centered. Let's try it out. Okay, the chain feels okay. Okay, I'll say that's done. Oh yeah, no break there. That seat needs adjusting. Do that right now. That was what is that, 13? This is too far back. Yeah, okay. Could use some more air in those tires. Pretty good brakes. We'll have to take it out for a test spin when it's not a rainy day. So see you in a few days. Ride smooth, considering there's no grease anywhere. I'm not going to push it that hard, of course. The headset stuff, I still need to dial in a little bit, but I'm not going to. This is a 26-inch wheel bike. It's too small for me. Most bikes are here. But with this style of handlebar, my knees are free. It's not too bad. It's actually a pretty nice ride. yeah, this thing came together pretty nicely. This is the rice quacker, named after a sustainable farming practice where they use ducks to live around the rice in the rice paddies. It's a neat idea. This is project number 5. What a handsome bike. Oops, went around on the reverse side. I have the, would that be a mirror image, maybe? Lettering? I don't know, for some reason I thought bikes should always have that. It just feels right. Like, don't they do that with national flags sometimes? They'll have the, you know, it going backwards. Yeah, anyway. It's a pretty cool bike. It's like, you could do, I mean, I'm not gonna push this, but you can, I'm sure somebody who wasn't so attached to the frame could push it harder, would push it harder and do more, you know, crazy tricks on it. It's not a BMX, but you can get away with some stuff. Yeah, so taking an old, beat up, junked mamachari and trying to make it a little bit cool again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.